I'm Julian, and this is the Inside Scoop podcast. Joining me today in the studio out of Rogers Voice High School is Nolen Geerdes. Welcome in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad we can do this after the Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving? Was it a good time?
Yeah, it was good. Had some good food. Hung out with the family. It went well.
Yeah. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Definitely the mashed potatoes. Big potato guy.
Okay. That's valid. I'm not a big mashed, but I'm more of like a baked potato guy or like French fries. Not in the mashed potatoes, but I could see
Yeah.
where people love those.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, I'm glad it went well. We're just going to get right into it here. So, Nolen, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you like doing outside of playing hockey.
Yeah, so I'm 17 and I'm with my friends every single day. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're either playing pickleball, we're golfing, playing poker. I mean, going out to eat, talking. Yeah, we're always together. Love basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a fun time. Yeah.
So, your friends is like, do you have like a separate friend group outside of like your teammates, or like is it kind of like your teammates are like
Yeah.
your
It's
friends?
like my teammates. That's why the locker room's so tight because we're like all best friends.
Okay. So poker, I've heard that is a popular kind of like hobby. Golf is as well. Now you like do you like playing basketball or like do you like watching it?
I love playing basketball.
Now, are you tall? Like, can you dunk? Or are you like that?
I can't like punch it, but like I can like grab the rim.
You can grab the rim. Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I can grab the net. I'm only like 5'10". I'm not that tall, but
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And then you like going out to eat. So you're originally from like in Rogers then?
I'm from Otsego. It's like
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's like 7 minutes outside of Rogers. It's pretty
Yep.
close. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm from Albertville. I just moved up here in February, so
Oh
I
yeah.
very familiar with
Yeah.
the areas there. So what are your favorite places to go to and eat with your buddies?
Well, it depends what time of day it is. If it's later at night, we're usually like a wing stop or like a McDonald's. But like
Stop.
before the game or like after a practice, it's like Chipotle usually. Chipper.
Yeah. Yeah, Chipotle is probably the healthier option.
Yeah, you
Might
can't
go
really
for
go wrong with that.
Oh, it's so good and it's cheap too. You can't really
Yeah.
beat that. We love Wingstop though.
Yeah.
I saw they're building one in Rogers,
Oh yeah, super
which
excited about that.
yeah, because I remember when Wingstop there's only like 2 of them in Minnesota. Now it seems like they're popping up everywhere. Like I know
Yeah.
that maybe the closest one's like Brooklyn Center or like Coon Rapids, but
Yeah, it's like Coon.
okay, is that probably the best one, maybe a little bit safer too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been to the Brooklyn Center one, but that one's in the hood. Yeah, we love it. And not to say the Coon Rapids one, not to say that's the best area anyway. God, all right. Oh, all right, let's get serious for a little bit. Okay, so you guys played some pretty big games. You guys played Shakopee, who like they were my preseason number 1 heading into this year. You guys played St. Thomas Academy. Maybe
Yeah.
didn't end the way you wanted it. They were my preseason 2. So I know a lot of people weren't really high on them, and they have done well. You guys played Andover, White Bear Lake. You guys have played, probably
Yeah.
one of the toughest schedules here thus far. So talk to me just kind of about your big games and really share overall thoughts here so far to start the season.
Yeah, so all those teams, they're great teams. But going into the games, we know that they're going to come out firing and that they're strong teams and they got good players that can play. So, like, just preparing for the games and stuff, we got to, like, we bust our ass in practice and, like, we're pushing each other. And going in, I'd say the biggest game we've had so far, like, was, like, the Shakopee one. And we knew they were super good and we came out in that game with like just a whole different energy. Like you could just tell it in the building. We were hitting, we were finishing checks, and we were just anytime they had the puck, we were like a swarm of bees all over them. Yeah, and then our latest game, St. Thomas, super good team, and I'd say we played like a C+ game against them, and it
Okay.
didn't go how we wanted, but they came out ready to go and they worked us a little bit, so
Yeah.
yeah.
STA is good. They've got a really good goalie, and I know they got that transfer kid who Rude. Yeah, I knew his name. I didn't know how to pronounce it. But Rude. I mean, he is going to be one of their better players. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, and then they bring back so many guys from last year's team. And when you kind of match that all up, I mean, I think like having one of the best goaltenders in the state's really important. But then
yeah,
when you
for sure.
add just like their depth and then their top guys, I mean, that's why I had them at preseason
Yeah,
too. And
yeah, they're a chippy team.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's just how the cadets are. 'Cause I'm originally from St. Paul, and I've had a lot of buddies who've gone to STA, and so
Hmm.
I know a lot about them. And yeah, I mean that they're always going to be ready to play, and they're always going to have a big program.
Yeah.
But I think it was kind of cool. It seemed, when you guys had the opening night at Andover, I know isn't maybe the best Andover team we've seen in the past 3 or 4 years, but again, another team that is always going to be solid. You can't look past them. How
Yeah.
was that environment? Because it seemed like it was really awesome there.
Yeah. So it was the first game of the year. The emotions were definitely high, and the energy in the barn was going. And they're always like, yeah, like you said, you can't look past Andover because they always come out with like fire. They're a super gritty team. I
Hmm.
think I think they probably had 15 block shots on us. Anytime
Wow.
they were packing it in. They weren't letting us get pucks to the net, and that's probably in result of probably the 2-1 game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know it was a little scoring. I didn't get to watch it, but one of our announcers was there, and he said, "Was one of the goals kind of like a fluky goal, or maybe I'm just
Yeah,
tripping?"
both of our goals. Our first goal we scored, um, we it was like a pass across the crease and it hit their D man and like trickled in.
Okay,
And then our second one was it was like a shot and it like tipped off our guy and in like off his shoulder. So we just had
okay.
some puck luck that game.
Okay. I mean, I guess you'd rather have puck luck than no luck and take a loss. But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you're not. So interesting to hear that like neither of the two goals were like clean. Ones in. They just took bounces. Wow. Well, I mean, again, grateful for the win. I bet that's super good to start off your season like that.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What's a personal goal for you this year, and then maybe for the team? I mean, I know for the team, it's pretty obvious, like make it to
Yeah,
the X, make it to the state, but if you can maybe think of something else, or if you want to elaborate on that a little bit, and then one for yourself as well.
yeah. So yeah, we've never been to X in Rogers history, so I think so. It's really important to us that I think that we can get that done this year, but
Hmm.
we also don't want to lose. We don't want to lose any more games this year. We want to
Hmm.
win out.
Wow.
And yeah, we also personal goal for me is I want to be a Mr. Hockey candidate and I want to win the Reed Larson Award.
Okay.
A team goal is we want like a 35% power play
Mm.
percentage and we want like 90 I think it's 95% PK.
Mm.
Yeah. We
High
take pride in
expectations.
that. We take pride in the penalty kill and not worrying if someone goes down with a penalty. Just we know that we got their back, and
Yeah,
we're gonna kill it off for them.
absolutely. High expectations, but I mean, I think you guys know that you're confident enough to, you have ability to reach those goals and meet those expectations. 35% of are on the power play. That would be something.
Yeah, that'd
That would
be
be that would be really cool. And then went out the season. I mean, I know you guys had like a gauntlet of a schedule, to start the year out. I haven't gotten a chance to look at kind of past that. I mean, I know you guys have a ton of conference games. I would imagine you're going to be the favorite in the Northwest Suburban. I mean, like, do you think it's truly like realistic to win out? I mean, we've seen dominant teams, do it in the past. I think of, I mean, like, what was it? Like Minnetonka
hmm
a year or two ago. I mean, we've seen them, and I would say you're maybe not on the top tiers. That team that they had so many great guys. You're maybe just a step below. I mean, do you see that being possible? Really? I mean, it's a
yeah,
good goal, but like, do you think it really could happen?
yeah. I truly do have I got confidence in our squad. Like if we prepare how we prepare and we show up to the rink and play our game, I think we can beat anyone.
Okay. Well, we love it. And I guess, kind of going off that, how do you guys want to go to punch your way to the X? I mean, I talked to Mason about this when we talked. I mean, like, you've kind of had a little bit of a hump. You've been maybe, the favorite the past couple of seasons. And You lost in the section finals 2 years ago, last year in the semis. I remember actually I got the call that game against Centennial. I know you guys definitely didn't play like you wanted to, and I
Hmm.
think it was a tough game and ran into a hot goaltender then. So, how are you going to make sure that you make it that this year is that year that you're going to do it?
I think just from like the weight room, the locker room, just we're doing like all the little things right this year, and we're like this is the bar for the team, and like if you don't want to do it, then don't play. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're every like nobody's above anyone, whether you're committed to a Division I college or you're a fourth line swing guy. Like everyone on the team is just as important as each other. So I think that's how we're gonna get there this year, by just holding everyone accountable and to the same standard.
Yeah. I think it's good to have high standards and doing the little things right. I mean,
Mhm.
all those little things add up, and I think it's really important to have success. So I love all that. Seriously, that's awesome. I'll be rooting for you guys in that way. Now let's go a little bit more back to you. So I see that you're committed to Western Michigan. They're having a pretty good season this year, aren't they? In college,
Yeah, they're having a really good year.
are they ranked? I want to say they're in the top 10, maybe.
Yeah, I think they're ranked like eighth right now.
Eighth, okay. So, what made you choose Western Michigan, and then over other schools? And I'd be curious to hear, like, kind of how your recruiting process went a little bit.
Yeah, so my first ever college offer was Augustana. They built that new
Yeah.
rink and new program, and their coach, great coach, Garrett Raybourn, he's the world junior coach too.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's the first one. I'm grateful for them. They're the first ones ever like make a move on me. But then when it got more serious, like I was Bemidji was recruiting me. No, not North Dakota, Duluth, UMD. It was like UMD, St. Cloud, Western Michigan, out of those three. And like I would like chat with like I loved Duluth and I wanted to go to Duluth for the
Hmm.
longest time. Like
Hmm.
I would chat with them and stuff, and they would always be like, "Yeah, we got to get you up. Like we're gonna be watching." And like St. Cloud was pretty forward, but then like when Western came in, like I talked to them for like 2-3 weeks. Then they came in. They're like, "Yeah, we want." Like what I think I liked about them the most was they didn't like they didn't wait around. They're like, yeah, man, like we love how you play. This is how we play at Western Michigan, and we want you. And then they gave me the offer. They gave me a time to do it, and
Hmm.
I think that's what I liked the most out of all three of them because like the other schools were like, yeah, like we like you, we're gonna keep watching you play. But Western was like, yeah, we want you. Like I think that's what really attracted to them.
Hmm.
And their new rink that they're building, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I didn't know they were building a new rink. That's super cool. And I think it helps that, they kind of looks like, it seems like to me what I'm getting out of this is like they took more action on you. Like,
Yeah,
some of those other schools like UMD or St. Cloud, they talked a lot, and which is good, of course. And
yeah,
like you said, it seems like you have a lot of respect for them as well. But in Western
yeah,
Michigan, I mean, if if I think ultimately it's down to who really takes action on you, and they clearly did that, and
yeah,
for them it worked out.
yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Yeah. How's the campus life? I'm guessing you've had like a visit there. How's the campus there, like and everything?
It's pretty cool. They got good fans too for like their games, so it's pretty awesome. They're called like the Lawson Lunatics.
Okay.
Yeah, so they all get like they got like their own section, the student section.
Oh yeah.
The coach said that they're just like maniacs.
They just get rowdy.
Yeah, they're just
Okay.
tired hockey fans.
Oh, we love
Just
that.
love it.
Oh, that is pretty cool. Like how, like, are you like okay with like not maybe going to like one of like the big boy schools? I think like the big boy schools like Wisconsin, Minnesota, Ohio State, North Dakota, like Western Michigan. I'm imagining it's more of like a medium-sized college. Like, is that something that you kind of envisioned for yourself as well, versus like going to the Gophers, where you get the big college life
Hmm.
that you see like in the movies and crap.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I like where I'm going. I like it. I think it's better for me too. For like school wise to get a good education, and I'm happy where I'm at.
Okay. That's valid, my man. That's awesome. Well, I'm curious now, what does your pregame look like for you then if you got like a pregame ritual, pregame meals, snacks? You can even throw in post-game stuff if you guys do anything special as well.
Yeah, so we go to school, we get dressed up, go to school. Don't really don't really do much on game days. Just get through the day. Usually leave around like noonish after lunch,
Hmm.
12:30, 1ish around there. Go home, take a nap. Usually we have to be to the rink at around like 3:30, 4. So we get there for a team meeting. Get there, we go upstairs, we eat while we watch JV, and then I take a pregame dump for every game, no matter what, even if I don't have to.
All right. Wasn't expecting that at all.
And then like halfway through the second period, we start warming up.
Hmm.
We do a lap around the rink, warm up together, high fives, get the chem going, get the boys going. Got music and we got the music. I have beats. I put music in my ears.
Okay.
Some people are like super like serious for games. I'm
Yeah.
like I like to have fun. Like I'm like loose.
Okay.
Yeah, talking, getting the boys going. Yeah, that gets me. That gets me more dialed. I think when I'm like loose and like ready to go, like all like
All
serious and
serious.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we get off. We go get ready in the locker room. JV game over. About 2 minutes after the JV game's over, we go warm up on the dirty ice, get
Hmm.
going, and then after that, the coach comes in with a sheet of paper. He hands it to someone, and we like go like this.
Hmm.
And then we play a song, "Some to Prove" by Lil Baby.
Something to prove by little baby.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we just have someone get the boys going with the starting lineup. Just it's electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's go time.
Now, yeah, it's go time from there.
Yeah. Do you have like okay, so pregame I'm still on that pregame dump. Excuse my dog. Come on, Kirby. I need to do this, man. Oh, God, my little puppy, he's something else. So pregame dump, and then you're just loose, you're vibing the music. That's a pretty good pregame. I always like to talk about food with my guests. So do you have like a pregame like meal or snack? I know Chipotle and Jersey Mike's seem to be the go-to. I know there's one of each of those in Rogers.
Hmm.
And then, or maybe you can even throw in like a post-game meal, especially if maybe you're celebrating a big win. You seem like a pretty lean guy, so I'm guessing you're not eating all that much in terms of unhealth. Well, you did say Wingstop, and Wingstop's pretty bad. But like, like if it's like a pizza, I'm trying to think what's in Rogers, like Culver's, there's Taco Bell, which is a pretty common
Yeah.
one.
After the games, sometimes T-Bell's our only option. The boys love some T-Bell. Or like Freddy's. Have you had that?
Oh yeah,
Freddy's is super good.
Freddy's is good. I haven't
Yeah.
been I haven't been there in a hot minute, but because yeah, the Rogers one would be the closest one to us. We just see like we like Culver, like my girlfriend and I will go to Culver's a lot.
Hmm.
That's kind of our go-to.
Yeah.
But Freddy's
Culver's
is
and
good.
Freddy's are pretty similar.
I mean, to me, it's like they're the same thing because they both have like those
Steak
steak
burgers.
burgers, and then there's like the custard, which is not that regular ice cream. So yeah, they're both kind of similar. I don't know. Both are really good in their own ways. Taco Bell, they're gonna be open late.
Yeah. It depends really. If it's an away game, then usually we go get some T-Bell, then find out some plans to do for the night.
Do you like still like do stuff like well after the game then?
Yeah, usually find some people to hang out with,
Do some teenage activities. Yeah.
just hang out and stuff.
Oh, you're just hanging out. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to expose you, so you don't got to say anymore. I don't know what you'd all be doing, but
Nothing too crazy.
nothing too crazy. Okay. I don't know if I believe that, but I don't know. Maybe you guys are super innocent. I don't know. I just all my buddies who well, see, it depends though, because like a lot of my buddies maybe more like in college, like some of the college athletes really took like stuff seriously. Were like even though like they could do whatever they want, like they would still stick to like
Yeah.
really being serious during the season.
Yeah.
So. I don't know.
Yeah, usually. So I have a girlfriend, but then we just go hang out with like her and her friends, and I bring my friends, and we just like hang out.
Also, just like one big old group.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fun. No, I do that
yeah.
sometimes with my girlfriend too. Even though most of my buddies are single, but well, that's really cool, man. Just a few more questions for you. I kind of want to get a little bit fun now. So, talk to me about if you can maybe think of one or even two, like what's like your favorite like high school hockey memory. It could be really anything you want it to be.
Probably sophomore year, we took a road trip up to Moorhead and just being on the bus with all the guys, and we stopped at like a mall, stopped at like Dick's,
Yeah.
stopped and got food on the way up there. It's memories forever. Like you can't doesn't get better than that. Just with all your best friends. It's
Okay, so
definitely.
literally just a road trip. Did you guys win then?
No, we actually got waxed, but
So,
still
what?
one of the funnest times ever.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. I
Yeah.
don't. I feel like I would just assume that like, you guys would have left with the win too. But okay, so just the ride up there and the experience was just
Yeah, the
really cool.
road up there, played horribly, lost like 4-0 to Moorhead, and then we came home, but it was still a blast.
Okay, I'm looking at it like positively. Okay. I feel like I don't know how many athletes who would share like one of their favorite memories after, or I guess this is before, but the same day as a tough loss. I'd imagine that would be a tough loss like after, because then you're riding down from the bus like 3 hours after like a shutout loss. But okay, um, two more questions. So I don't know if this is like you can kind of share what you want here. I always say like be yourself, have fun,
Yeah.
within reason. I don't know who's gonna be watching this, maybe your girlfriend, maybe your parents, maybe your grandma. I don't really know, but if you have any kind of like goony or just funny stories you have to share, I'd be curious if you have any. You could share as much as you want or as little as you want. I personally am like a judgment free, don't really care.
Uh,
I mean, not like I get, like thousands of viewers on this shit. Like, maybe 50, 60 people, who knows? But I would love to hear.
I so probably the funniest one was like there's a weekend we were just like going around just hanging out with different people. But we were at my buddy in like the city's house. His name's Tyler Hess, and my friend like ate a bunch of Chipotle like
Okay.
before, and we were like in an Uber because we couldn't drive, so we would like Uber
Oh,
around.
yeah.
We were like going to like these girls' house.
Okay.
My buddy, I don't know what he was doing. He just didn't feel too well. And he just let it go all over the Uber. He threw up in the Uber on the way to hang out with these girls. It was so funny.
My God.
It was disgusting. And then he
Okay.
was like, then he got up, he got out of the car, he was like all hype. He's like, double chicken, double rice, double steak from Chipper. That's how you do it. I was like, what?
God. How bad was the Uber driver? I bet they're pretty pissed.
I don't know. I don't think he spoke English.
Of course not.
I don't think he did. But yeah, he probably wasn't having it.
I wouldn't be. I'd be pretty mad.
Yeah.
I had a buddy a few years ago who made an accident in my front seat, but it wasn't throw up. That wasn't that type of accident. This wasn't really. I guess I laugh because it's funny now, but like in the moment, I was pretty pissed because I had a fairly new car too.
Yeah.
But yeah, accidents suck, and I'm sure. I mean, that's why I don't think I could ever be an Uber driver because, like, I mean, that stuff like
Yeah.
that's got to happen all the time.
It's nasty.
Yeah, and I mean, especially like in the cities, there's just so many bars, and if you're working like a Thursday or Friday night, like there's going to be so many drunk people that you're going to
Yeah.
be bringing home.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, that's a pretty good story. I
Yeah.
expected better from you, but I'm giving you shit. Okay.
Can't share too much on here.
No, that's valid, and I'm really like a stranger to you. I mean, you literally have talked to me for what 26 minutes. Like, I get it. I'm a complete stranger. I just didn't know, but no, we'll accept it. Last question for you, and there's some rules. or not rules, but like disclaimers. So I want you to name your top, like just Minnesota high school hockey line: 1 goalie, 2 defensemen, 3 forwards. We all kind of know like you're going to include your boys, but
Yeah.
for the most part, if you can try to think of other players just to kind of see like your perspective of who you really like, how to play. You can include yourself if you want to, or if you want to leave yourself out and, give the spot to someone else, you can. I will say, I know Rogers has some dogs. I will let you include one teammate, like if you want to. But again, knowing that like if your teammates watch this, I'm guessing that you're going to be like, well, you're going to ride with your boys, 100%. But if like
Yeah.
life or death, you have to win. Who's like your you know top line for high school this year?
Well, if I'm including the boys, I gotta include two, so I might just have to stay away from Rogers here.
Okay, so you can just that's fine.
Yeah. So at D, I'll do me,
Okay,
and then my D partner, I think I would do, um, I'd do my buddy. I'd either do Kyle Hager or wait, is it only high school?
it would probably Minnesota high school.
Yeah.
Just
Okay. Yeah. He plays at Shattuck.
okay, I'm sure he's really good, but yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay. I'll do. So me at lefty, need a righty.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with my buddy. I'll go with Finn Saint Hubert.
From Wayzata, okay,
Yeah, I love him. He's a good guy. And
he's been a
then
popular one.
right wing or left wing, I'm gonna go
Cooper Simpson, right?
Simpson. Yep.
Okay,
And then right wing, I'm gonna go Solly.
okay. I just had him on, and I just actually uploaded our interview today.
Really?
Yeah, he's a really nice kid.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Yeah, I would do Mason and Parker down here, but I'm gonna stay away from that because I
Yeah,
can't pick one.
no, that's valid. That's valid.
Yeah, and then center. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna go Mason or Parker at center.
Mason or Parker.
Yeah,
I mean,
interchangeable.
they both are really good from what I've seen.
Yeah,
And yeah, honestly, I don't really know how much you really can get better than them.
yeah.
And then for goalie,
Goalie. I'm gonna go. Cal Conway.
from Stillwater.
Yep.
Well, I know you played at Andover and then Stillwater now.
Yeah, he
Okay.
transferred to Stillwater this year.
Yeah, I know. Is he playing? I would know there was something going on to begin with, but then I heard maybe he's in now.
Yeah, I think he's good now. It's probably like a transfer rule or something.
Yeah, is some bullshit like that. Okay, that's a pretty good team. I've noticed a pretty good trend. I've heard St. Hubert multiple times on D. Solomon, you were picked for the record multiple times as well, and then Mason Jensen was on there. Cooper Simpson, I feel like I should have maybe I can't remember, but I feel like I maybe should have heard from him a little bit more. And then first time I think I've heard of 3 different goalies. So Cal Conway, that he's a stud. I know that. So
Yeah,
that's a
he's
pretty
good.
good line.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now I'm curious. It seems like you rack up the assist. Are you like an offensive defenseman, or like are you actually like pretty solid at like true defense?
I'd say both.
If you had to like give yourself a grade, okay.
Yeah, I'd go both. I mean, I think I can when I get the puck, I can make skilled plays for sure, but
Okay.
I also think I can just like skate with anyone and play good D.
Yeah. Okay. Love the confidence. Okay. We're gonna end it there. Thank you, Nolan, for coming on. I appreciate you taking the time out of your
Yeah.
day and get to know me. I get to know you, and for everyone, we get to know a little bit more about you and Rogers. So I appreciate you coming on. Good luck to you this season.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.